PileMedic installation steps. Ensure appropriate safety gear. Unpack the PileMedic box. The contents of the box appear here. Underwater grout additive, foam, skirt, gloves, Quake Bond epoxy cartridges, string, static mixers for the cartridges, putty knives, starter spacers, corner spacers, skirt pins, omega spacers, shears, vice grips, marker, measuring tape, a manual cartridge gun, a pneumatic cartridge gun, zip ties, duct tape, mixing paddle, electric drill, shrink wrap, and a roll of PileMedic jacket with a height of 4 feet. The main idea is that the jacket is wrapped around a deteriorated pile for strength and protection. For additional height, simply wrap more jackets by overlapping the top one a few inches over the bottom one. Base, top, and bottom zip tie assemblies. Our PileMedic cheat sheet will let you know the appropriate zip tie assembly and skirt length for your pile type and size. For square columns, assemble the base zip tie as follows. Insert zip tie into slot number 1 of the first skirt pin, then insert zip tie through slot number 2 of the next skirt pin. Repeat until all skirt pins are on the zip tie assembly. Wrap skirt around the pile, followed by the base zip tie assembly. The base zip tie assembly will pinch the skirt tightly against the pile. Shift skirt pins around the pile to their appropriate position and let skirt hang down around the base spacers. The top zip tie assembly begins with a starter spacer. For this square pile, we will use 1 starter and 4 corner spaces. Remember, the starter and the corner spaces are placed in opposite directions, as illustrated here. Next, assemble the bottom zip tie assembly. The type and number of spacers can be found on your cheat sheet. For this square pile, we will use 4 corner spacers on the zip tie, as illustrated here. The PileMedic Omega spacers are uniquely designed to aid in installation, speed, and quality control. 1. They allow the PileMedic jacket to be centered on the pile during installation. 2. Longitudinal rebar can be snapped into the spacers, increasing the bending strength of the pile. The spacer holds the rebar in the middle of the annular space between the jacket and pile. 3. They allow for jackets to be slid down from above without getting caught or stuck. Jacket installation. Measure, mark, and cut. Refer to the included PileMedic cheat sheet to determine the length of jacket and what materials will be needed for your specific pile size. Punch a small hole in the top corner of the jacket and tie a loop through the hole. This loop will be used to anchor the top corner of the jacket to the pile. Unscrew the cap and screw the static mixer onto the cartridge. Once ready, load the cartridge onto your manual or pneumatic dispenser. Dispense mixed epoxy on only half the jacket and on the half that is opposite of the hole that was punched earlier. Spread with a putty knife. The coat of epoxy should be approximately as thick as a credit card. Attaching a pair of vice grips to the end of the jacket will allow the installer to get a tight grip on the jacket. First, secure the string into the starter spacer and then wrap the jacket with the epoxy on the inside. Tightly wrap a few zip ties around the jacket to hold it in place while the epoxy cures. Shove pieces of foam into the bottom of the annular space. Lift the skirt up along the jacket and tightly secure with a zip tie. Grout installation. Mix grout and pour into the space between the pile and jacket. For water applications, use tremi-grout method. For tremi-grouting, place hose on the inside of the jacket all the way to the bottom. Pump grout until the inside level of grout is approximately 6 inches above the hose nozzle. Continue pumping while lifting the nozzle of the hose at the same rate until the entire annular space of the jacket is filled. Please watch videos of other similar projects on our YouTube channel.